G'day guys, we're out here at Shelter Bay near Steep Point, Western Australia. It's too windy to go fishing. It's our last day here. So instead, I thought we'd give you a review on our King's 270-degree awning and yeah, our thoughts about it and what we like and what we dislike. So here we go. Righto, awnings. What do they provide? Two necessary things. Shaz?
Shelter and shade.
Correct. Righto, first test. Does this awning provide shade?
Yes.
Righto, test number 2. Does this awning provide shelter from the rain? Well, it's not raining, but I'm going to simulate some. So here we go. Any rain, Shaz?
It's good.
I'm not sure if you can see it, but that's the water on the roof. There's none in under here, so I guess it does provide shelter from the rain, if it were raining. Righto, Shazza, what does it need?
One person, one zip, one clip.
Okay, so there's 4 main support arms that pivot from the rear corner of the roof rack just here, and they fold back in on themselves into one compact unit. Here's some of the pros of this design. It's made from aluminium, strong A-arm construction with welded in gussets. Righto, so that means it can stand up to strong winds without the need for poles, guy ropes, all that sort of carry on. Righto, Shaz, so why is that a good reason?
So if you've got little kids running around, they're not going to trip over pegs or ropes or anything like that.
Or if you've had a couple of tins, you got the wobbly boot on, so there's no pegs, ropes or poles to get in your way. We're going to do a strength test. Right here you've got almost 100 kilos of Australian man. I can grab onto this thing here. I'm going to take my whole weight. Try doing that with one of your shitty pole string bloody awnings. Here's a couple of cons of this design. With the old system we had an awning on this side and one at the rear over there somewhere. With the 270 awning you lose this little bit of space up here in coverage, but you gain it back in the section right here that wouldn't have been covered by the 2 awnings. So unless you've got a giant camp setup, that'll probably be fine. Righto, so Shen's sitting there at the front of the car. She's in the shade. I'm probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 meters away. Good shade pattern. What's the time? Must be about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Plenty of shade. There's one other slight con that doesn't bother me, but if you've got extreme OCD, it might. These zips, I don't know if you can hear it, but the jingle jangle of them in the breeze, that might be enough to set someone off. If that's a problem, I'd suggest just getting a little cable tie, putting them together like that. There's about, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them. You can get a zip-on wall kit for each of the sides. In my opinion, that's a little too much fucking around, and not really interested in that, but someone might be. But yeah, so the zips do jingle in the breeze a little bit, but like I said, doesn't bother me. It might bother some of you. It also does have some tie down points between each of the support arms. There's one right here. You can put down a guy rope for in really bad rain and tie it down. There's also one on the end of each support arm for a really extreme wind. It's probably been blowing about 40 km/h gusts today. And aside from the jingling zips, that's the only problem you're going to have. So yeah, it'd take a really bad storm and a heavy torrential downpour for you to need that, I would imagine. But We haven't had it in any real bad rain, but there's still the option there if it came to that. Righto, so for the previous two awnings we had on here, around about 300 bucks. Plus you've got all the messing around with the poles and the guide ropes and that. This one here we got for 500, was on sale. For that extra money we decided to replace it just for the pure convenience of not having to set up poles and any of that bullshit. So it might not be worth it to everyone, but for us the upgrade was 100% worth it. And if you do it, I think you'll agree, once you've used it a few times, the less time you got to spend messing around setting up your campsite, the better. Another point, on the other rollout King's awnings, the ropes are shit house. We ended up replacing ours with the orange Oz tent ropes because they just degraded in the sunlight and frayed and eventually broke. I don't know how many times I've seen one of the other types of awnings folded up in the strong wind over the top of someone's car. It bends all the poles up. Yeah, it's no good. So in our opinion, this design, the 270 awning, much better, and it was 100% worth the extra money. Righto, final thoughts. Price when it's on sale, it's a good deal. Quality construction without the need of poles and guy ropes and tent pegs and all that. It's revolutionised our quick setup time. We really enjoy it. We'll see how long it lasts, and I hope you enjoyed it. Righto, see you on the next one. Give us a U.
You!
You! No U's, no fucking U's. I forgot the third point already. This is fucking ridiculous. I've got a brain like a fucking sieve. What was the third point?